I'm Heidi. I'm here for the steering committee report for the Theatre Engagement Project meeting of Monday, March 30th. And I'm here with Joe Shin. Hi, Joe.
Hi.
The Push Festival kindly hosted us here at the Post at 7:50.
That's correct.
The Post at 7:50, that's
the
right.
Post at 7:50.
So, according to our agenda today, we were here to report back on the 3 consults that have taken place since our last steering committee meeting. And I'd like to thank all of the organizers of those meetings, and we had some great community participation. There was lots of confirmation of existing issues and some new ones that came up through those community dialogues. We have some work to do to summarize that material. The big question that came out of those reports was one about how we deal with protocols. How can we talk to each other so that power differentials, issues of privilege are acknowledged in the room, and that we have effective facilitation so that we don't repeat experiences of exclusion that happen in the wider world for community members who may not feel included in the wider theatre community. So that issue's been taken forward by Rohit and Dawn into the planning for the Making a Scene conference. We also looked at where we are now. So some achievements from the governance side of things. We have our mission, which is that the Theatre Engagement Project exists to create a plan that will fuel the social engagement and relevance for theatre in the Metro Vancouver area. We also have our values, our pillars, and our principles of community engagement, which you should all review before we meet again. And if you need an extra copy of that, please just send a note to Dawn and she can forward that. We also identified that we're engaging the community at the involvement level. When we examined the community engagement principles, we chose that as a level that's slightly less time-consuming and community engaged than the engagement level, but it is more engaged than, say, the consult level. So we really are looking for community ownership of the plan, but that the steering committee is going to ensure that the plan gets made. At that next stage, we'll look at the governance for the next level of how the plan actually gets enacted by the community. We discussed the Making a Scene conference at length, both the structure of it and the content, the different ways that the community who attend may engage with the pillars and with each other. And Rohit and Dawn are going to take that away and come up with a plan that meets everybody's needs, or as close to as possible. In terms of our outcomes, we're really looking forward to the community being both knowledgeable about what has happened so far in terms of that mission, values, pillar, the principles, and the data that's been collected so far. But we're also looking for a real buy-in into the planning process, that there's enough concrete information about how people can get involved so that they feel they're a part of the plan from the Making a Scene conference moving forward. In terms of next steps for the steering committee, we need to meet before the Making a Scene conference. We need to identify the priorities that we're going to identify to the community at the Making a Scene conference for their feedback and input and change. And then we also need to identify how are we going to make sure that we get the people in the room that need to be there, both people who are in positions of power and people who feel like they've been excluded, and that we might need some specific strategies in order to get those people in the room. Dawn and Rohit have identified some strategies they're taking on in terms of the pricing for the event, and this is a place where the steering committee can really step forward to invite individuals to come to the conference. It really is a crucial step in moving the plan forward, and for those people who can't attend, we'll need to look at how we address that question. Really what we want to do is to make sure that we all share a vision for the project, that we're able to communicate that to the community in a way that continues to bring in new ideas, but have some clear action steps moving forward. So we'll look forward to a doodle poll from Dawn to set up that next meeting. And if you can review the themed information that came out of our 2014 meetings, we'll hope to have the themed data out of the 2015 meetings, those 3 engagement sessions we've had since the last steering committee meeting, before then, so that we can try and rationalize that a bit for the next, for the Making a Scene conference. Anything I missed, Joe?
When is the Making a Scene conference?
What a great question. The Making a Scene conference is on Wednesday, April 29th.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I think we've got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.